Hey, welcome to lesson 4 of the Beginner Guitar Challenge. And in this lesson, we're going to be putting it all together. We're going to look at that third fundamental skill, which is chord switching while keeping a steady rhythm. You know, call it what you will, whether you call it chord switching, playing the changes, playing rhythm, it all boils down to one thing. We're going to be changing our chords on beat 1 as we keep a steady strumming pattern with our other hand. The way that I see a lot of people do, and I have to help them get away from this really bad habit, is they'll make their chord shape, they'll do the strumming pattern perfectly. And then they pause while they switch chords, then they start the next one. And they pause again, because they're so focused on getting it right. When in reality, I don't care if your chord switches are kind of off, I want that steady rhythm. See there, I'm kind of just changing the chords badly on purpose, but keeping a steady rhythm, and to me, that sounds a lot better. You know, the song keeps going. It's not like, here's the song and all of a sudden we have to wait for the next part of the song and we have to wait, and you know, it's really weird when it's like that, and we want to get away from that. That's a really bad habit, and that's what we're going to fix today. And just like we did with the last couple lessons, we're going to break this down into steps, starting with some really easy exercises, and then we're just going to make it a little bit harder, you know, a little bit more, add a little bit more each time, until we're at the point where we're actually able to switch chords without pausing, nice clean chord switches, and we're going to do all that in this lesson. So our first goal, you know, the first step is to be able to strum on a single chord shape with our strumming pattern over and over again. And we should already be able to do this from the last lesson, but let's just review it, go over it. So down, 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 up, down, up. Down, 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 up, down, up. So let's do that now with the A sus2 chord. You know, same thing though. Down, 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 up, down, up. Down, 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 up, down, up. And now we're going to forget the strumming pattern for a minute, and we're going to work on the switch. We're going to focus just on switching chords cleanly. So we start off on E, and we're going to strum on beat 1 only. So 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, just like that. And the trick is, during those beats, 2, 3, and 4, when you're just counting out loud, that's your time to switch to the next chord. So you're getting a lot of time to switch. 1, switch, switch, switch. 1, switch, switch, back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's really simple. You know, we're just going from E to A sus2, and we're just strumming each chord on beat 1 and then switching during beat 2, 3, and 4. And we do a lot of that in my course. You know, it's a training program for chord switching. Primarily, that's what you're going to get out of it, is efficient chord switching while doing a strumming pattern. Anyways, let's work on that for a little bit, just strumming on beat 1 and then counting 2, 3, 4 while we switch. Let's do that. 1, 2, starting on E. 1, switch, switch, switch. 1, switch, switch, back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Now we're going to take this exercise to the next level. We're going to strum 1, 2, and then we only have beats 3 and 4 to make our switch. So it's going to go like this. 1, 2, switch, switch. 1, 2, switch, back. So let's try that together nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, switch, switch. 1, 2, switch, back. 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 And we could take that yet another step further, going 1, 2, 3, switch. 1, 2, 3, switch. So let's just try it together. 3, switch. 1, 2, 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 3, switch. And you might have to work on that a bit more. We've only been practicing switching chords for like 4 minutes. It does take quite a bit of work, a few practice sessions to really get this stuff together. So if you check out the free trial of my course, I have some practice tracks that are a lot longer, so you can just take your time and just work on each one of those steps. 1, switch, 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 and then 1, 2, switch, switch, and just progress and get a little bit faster at chord switching every time. So work on that with the free trial if you need a little bit extra help, because now we're going to work on switching between 2 chords with our strumming pattern. So we're going to start off on our E chord, and we're actually going to count out 4 times. We're going to do our strumming pattern 4 times, just like in the rhythm lesson where we learned to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do that with strumming now, so we can keep track of how long to play the E chord for, and then how long to play the A chord for. So we have our E chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's once, 2, 3, 4. Then we switch to A. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we didn't switch that much. We held a chord for a while, and then we switched quickly, then we held that chord. Let's actually target that switch with the strumming pattern. So this next one, we're just going to play 1 time. We're going to do the strumming pattern once on E and then once on A. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's okay to leave the chord early, on that last upstroke. Switch. Down, up, down, up. Down, up, down, up. So I'm leaving a bit early because I want to land on beat 1. That's the most important part, is that right there. 3 and 4 and 1. And if you're having trouble with that, I have 2 bits of advice. 1, go through all the previous steps. Work on the chord switching where we went 1, 2, 3, switch. 1, 2, 3, switch. Doing that nice and steady. The other one is to just push through it. Even if your chord shape isn't perfect, just keep that strumming pattern going and just keep trying to get your fingers in the right spot. You have a lot of time to correct it. Say you land like a bit off like that. While you're still strumming, you can still kind of correct it And then before moving on, and you have some time. So the best piece of advice I can give is just push through the chord changes. They will clean up over time. I was making some pretty shoddy G and C chords and stuff when I was first starting, and they've cleaned up for me, and it's because I just pushed through it. I focused on having a steady rhythm. I worked out my chord shapes so they're nice and clean. Everything we've done in this entire challenge, you might have to go over again and again. It's through practicing and reinforcing those really fundamental basic things that we get better. And we kind of just skimmed the surface here, we really went in depth on some of the simpler things. But if you want a more complete, guide through all the beginner stuff, everything that I think every single guitar player needs to work on, for their entire guitar career, I have a premium beginner's guitar course. I don't really believe in the word mastering, but I feel with the basics, you can kind of master them. You can develop a really solid rhythm. You can learn all the basic chord shapes, a whole bunch of strumming patterns, and how to, put it all together. And that's what we do in my course. We do what we just did in this beginner challenge times 100. We just keep doing it over and over again. And it's in an order where you can build up. We start with simple stuff and we just keep building up. So you don't have to worry about what to practice next. You just kind of press play, watch a lesson, follow along with it, and then we tell you exactly what to practice. There's a 12-week guide that shows you what to do, and there's check boxes and everything, just like what we did in this beginner challenge, except it gets you through all the basics. It gets you to the point where you can play a ton of different songs. That's the real goal for a lot of people. They just want to be able to play their favorite songs. They don't want to learn all this fancy stuff. Maybe you can move on into that, and I'm definitely working on that stuff right now, taking the next step. But a lot of people are just happy strumming along, and I want to make sure that you're really good at it. And this course does exactly that. So please check it out if that's your goal on guitar. Either way, here's your homework. Here's what you're going to have to do to get better. First thing we want to do is use the strumming pattern that we learned in lesson 3 and play it continuously over the E chord and then continuously over the A sus2 chord. And this is just to get us used to playing a chord shape with the strumming pattern. We're not switching yet, but we're getting there. And for part 2, we forget about the strumming pattern. We're just going to count along with the beat and strum a chord. The goal is to switch right on beat 1. You want to have your chord ready so that your beat 1, you have a nice clean chord. And it gets progressively harder. In A, we only have to strum once. B, we're strumming twice, so there's less time to switch. Same thing for C. In part 3, we got our strumming pattern back, but we're going to do it quite a few times, 4 times on each chord before we switch. And after that, we're only going to do the strumming pattern once on each chord before we switch. And once you can do this exercise, you're going to be able to play a song that uses the E and the A chords. And we actually do have some real songs for you in the handout, and there's a bonus video. So once you got that together, we're going to show you how to apply that to a real tune.